The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored on behalf of Aflac by Tips on TV.
According to the American Cancer Society, 1 in 3 Americans face a risk of cancer diagnosis in their lifetime. Joining us today is breast cancer survivor Sarrah Bentley, who is teaming up with Aflac to launch a new campaign called Check for Cancer, with the goal of increasing early cancer screenings by 10% over the next decade. Bentley's a Broadway actress and co-founder of A Chance for Life, a nonprofit that funds surrogacy for breast cancer survivors. Sarrah, good morning. How are you?
Oh, good morning, Blake. I'm well. I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to get to speak with you. So, Sarrah, you were diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at just 38 years old. So can you tell us a little bit about your cancer journey and how you found out and what happened kind of after that?
Yeah, I mean, I had an itch underneath my armpit, and I reached down to scratch it, and underneath my fingers was a lump the size of a walnut. My doctors didn't really think it was that big of a deal, but I knew deep down in my heart it was something a little more serious, so I advocated for further testing, and after multiple biopsies, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at the age of 38. This is why I'm here today teaming up with Aflac on their new Check for Cancer campaign. By taking charge of my health and getting checked, I saved my own life, and I want to urge you to do the same because early detection, it really, really matters.
Yeah, by you sharing your story, I think that's going to help so many other stories out there, which is why I'm so glad we're doing this. And as you mentioned, your diagnosis was at stage 2, which is kind of relatively early kind of in the process, all things considered. So what role did that play in kind of your treatment and recovery within your own personal journey?
Stage 2 breast cancer is considered early stage breast cancer, but breast cancer at any stage is life-changing. I mean, it was devastating and it changed the trajectory of my entire life. However, I caught it early, so it was treatable. And working with Aflac on this Check for Cancer campaign, we want to remind you to do the same. I mean, Aflac is more than just an insurance company. They are pioneers of cancer insurance. So when they approached me to join forces with them, it was my privilege to share this story and remind you to get checked. I mean, our goal is to increase cancer screenings by 10% over the next 10 years.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Sarrah, so we've been talking about it, but I want to get into it. What exactly is Check for Cancer? What do we need to know?
Yeah. Well, this is wild. Aflac did a study that shows that over 60% of Americans avoid regular health screenings, when we know that early detection can help boost survival rates by over 90%. So our message is simple. Checkered patterns. They're everywhere. You see a pair of checkered sneakers, reminder, check, make your appointments. You see a checkered couch, Check for Cancer. And for every social post that you use the hashtag Check for Cancer, Aflac will donate $5 to childhood cancer care and research up to $1 million. Make your social media posts, see the checkered patterns, and get checked.
Oh my gosh, I love kind of all the elements to this. I think it's really going to encourage people to be a part of the journey, right, in the message. And speaking of, you just shared a pretty staggering statistic, which is that 60% of people avoid kind of that routine health checkup. So as a cancer survivor yourself, what message would you share with people watching that are maybe not convinced?
I was young, I was healthy, and I still got cancer. And I was scared to do further testing, right? But what's scarier is not knowing. Knowledge is power. I live in New York City, the MTA, see something, say something, subscribe to that, because the data is all around us. Early detection can save your life. It really, really matters.
Yeah, it can save your life. I mean, I think that right there speaks for itself. Now, briefly in the beginning, we kind of mentioned some of your accolades, but can you kind of tell us what's next for you and your career, what people can look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, my story is my superpower, so I'm going to continue to share it and advocate for people who have cancer everywhere, and also to work with my nonprofit to continue to raise money to help women have babies after breast cancer. I'm a new mom, and it's amazing. And of course, further my partnership with Aflac on our Check for Cancer initiative.
Well, Sarrah, congrats on being a new mom, and thank you for sharing your journey. If people want more information, where do they go to check it out?
Yeah, aflac.com/checkforcancer for all of the tools and resources you need to take charge of your own health. But just remember this, see the checks and get checked.
See the check and get checked. I love that. Sarrah, thank you.
Thank you.
The preceding portion of Studio 512 is sponsored on behalf of Aflac by Tips on TV.